Ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, and I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, 6 a.m. and I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, Ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, and I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, and I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say,
Yes, good people. Big up to all of you. I appreciate you all finding the time to join the Blue Morning Show this particular morning. And in this edition, we'll address some news items and then get into talking about the Chelsea supporters' trust to the Chelsea owners. Look at reaction from some Chelsea fans to learn how that can impact the mindset of the fans. And also, we will talk about Conor Gallagher and then we get into discussing yeah, some other news there, not so much, but we'll have fun talking about them. We're asking the question, we're just saying Chelsea fans versus Chelsea owners, analyzing Chelsea fans letter, Chelsea supporters trust letter to Chelsea owners. An interesting one indeed. I mean, it depends who you ask. Some support it, some think it's over the board, and some think it's unnecessary, really. But without wasting much of your time, sit back, relax, and let's get into the show. Yes, people, keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes that do go a long way. Once again, I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show this particular morning. So I'm going to say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I wholeheartedly offer whatever suits your time zone, and I appreciate you all once again. And like I said, without wasting much of your time, without wasting much of your time, let's get it started immediately. Let's go, people. Let's go. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Give me 1 second here. Let me see what's going on here. Yep, keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go along. I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show this particular morning. Again, for those of you that are watching, but for one reason or the other, you're not able to participate in the chat, just know that we appreciate you. And that's because you watching alone does go a long way. But we want to ask you for one favor, one tiny bitty favor, which is one tiny bitty favor, which is to take a second and drop a like on the stream for us. Nobody will know. It takes just half a second, please. I'm still a bit sleepy, but I will. I'm seeing something concerning somebody saying that YouTube is asking him to. Why does he say to create a channel to join? I'm not sure why that is happening. If you're hearing me, Constantine Dante, but just give me a second. We'll get back to the show. Let me check if there's anything set the way it shouldn't be. Give me a second here. What did I type here? What are you clicking on? Okay, become a member link there. Let me see quickly. Other people are joining there. Why is it saying that? So let me go to the particular show. But while you wait for me, keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. I appreciate you. And if you're listening, can you go out and come back in? Just give me 1 second here. Why am I sweating? I get it. I'm drinking coffee, but I'm not sure why I'm sweating. Give me 1 second, people. I'll get back to you in a bit. While I wait to see if Dante has sorted out the issue, I'm not sure why it's telling him that. No matter forward, big up to you. Nice to see you. I hope you're doing well, and I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. We have Chukwemeka and Kunku Lavia that can play 10. Okay, let's see. I wish it stays. I'm not sure what's going to happen. Big up to you to Tobias. Nice to see you, brother. I hope you're doing well. I hope you have a blessed day. Soon Lavia and Kunku and Rich James will all be fit again. Hopefully they come back and stay fit. And that's my bro, Declan. Nice to see you, Declan. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show. It's been a while, and thank you so much for finding the time to join the show this particular morning. Let's see anything else we have here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. Declan, it's been like a minute. It's been seriously. I know you've been busy, but always nice to see you whenever time allows. Without wasting much of your time, we will get into addressing the items we have lined up here, people. Why am I sweating? The AC is not working. Holy tamolika. Okay, let's see. At the same time, I'm going to be taking a sip of my coffee. As you can see from the way I sound, it looks like I'm going to lose my voice anytime soon. And that started happening since our last game, screaming for goals and also screaming for the primary school like displays from my defensive line and all that. But keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. The first item we have lined up here says Chelsea have scouted Victor Gyökeres 3 times now. With the latest being Sweden playing against Portugal last night. So chances are we may end up still signing Victor Gyökeres and not the other Victor in Victor Simmons. So we're not too sure what the club are going to do. I've always said that. Again, you don't know. But that's, by the way, we have a Constantine then. Big up to you, for joining the show. So after all, it wasn't difficult to create a channel to join. So maybe it's a new thing from YouTube. Sometimes they do change their policy without informing the users, and then when you come to use the tool again, for lack of a better language, it reminds you that they need you to create a channel. But nice to see you, Constantine. I hope you're doing well. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. He says YouTube wanted me to create a channel to join. Yeah, so maybe they've changed their policy, because a lot of people that participate in the chat, in most cases, when you click the 3 dots into their names, you'd see an option that suggests you go to their respective YouTube channel, forcing me to make videos. I mean, it'd be interesting if you can start making videos. I'm not sure. Oh, I see what happened. Maybe my wife set it to smart use. So probably thinking that we need heat. I'm not sure why that is the case. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. Victor Gyökeres, as you've read, I've read that particular report that we are scouting him, which means the chances I would still go for him. But he's expensive, and this is you could say, his breakout season. He hasn't performed at that level consistently, in my opinion. Or maybe you can argue he's performed consistently at that level, except for instances where he got injured. So Victor Gyökeres, but if they want to take the risk, good for them. The release clause, we've learned a while ago, is 100 million. Is 100 million pounds, euros, and that's not cheap. So which means 90 plus million euros. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. And the blue to forget me in the house. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show. Working. Look at what's happening. Just one time. Coach, do you really need to ask why you're sweating? Why am I reading that seriously? I shouldn't be reading that. I'm sweating. I've told you why I'm not in the H place. I'm not even close to the H place, not even at the gate of H place. That is just an AC act. Why you're sweating? Come on, bro. Just ask one of your friends down there to adjust the thermostat. Wow. You. And look at the seriousness with which I read that particular comment. Anyway, just keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. Coach, sweating, the heat is rising. That shirt looks like flames too. So you're saying certainly I'm in the H place. Is that what you're saying? Cannot get close to the H place. Yeah, and not get hurt, right? And not be sweating. It's natural that I'm sweating. But thank you all of you for finding the time to join the show. And let me ask you, after hearing the rumors that Chelsea are scouting Victor Gyökeres, and that report is from Record Portugal, I don't know whether to believe them. Chances are, more likely than not, it is just a rumor. And I don't know which player that the club would prefer to sign comes summer transfer window. But chances are it could be Gyökeres, it could be Victor Simmons, Ivan Toney. At one point, we started seeing also that, yeah, we're still interested in signing him. And then it could be the West Ham United 20-year-old striker, Victor Gyökeres. Yeah, as much as I've said that he hasn't performed at that level consistently, but the Osimhen has. I mean, every player you sign will almost always be a risk. So I wouldn't discount him because he was playing in the championship last season. He could still come to Chelsea and start firing all cylinders immediately. But keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show this particular morning. Let me see. Did the person there say hi? Okay, just came in without saying anything. What deleted the message? I don't know. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. Scout, yes, they have a scout in Portugal checking on talents there. But Victor Gyökeres is one player that if we really do want him, I think we know already that we have to Sporting CP's valuation of the player, which is 100 million euros. I've seen. I don't know if that was correct. We did see that a while ago. Whether that's the accurate number, I don't know. Nice to see you. Hi to you too. Nabi, I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show. Morning to you too, Richard Evans. Yep, up the Chelsea. I can't complain. I hope you're doing well too. And thank you for finding the time to join the show this particular morning. But we must be stupid to pay 100 million for that guy. I wouldn't go to the extent of saying be stupid. The only thing I would say is that I'm concerned that he hasn't performed again a top flight football for more than just a season. This is his breakout season, but that's not to say because this is his breakout season that he's not going to hit the ground running if we sign him. Whatever player you sign, no matter how well the person is doing at any club or how consistently they performed at the top flight level, it's no guarantee that they do well if you sign them. But one thing is certain, the fact that they're doing well reduces the risk that you take when you sign a player from another club, if that makes sense. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show. I mean, one season, whether he'd be a player, you can say whether it'd be accurate to call him one season wonder right now, I'd say no, we don't know. We honestly do not know. And that's because chances that next season he still perform at the same level. So I'd say, without due respect, I'd say I'm just saying it's a bigger risk than Victor Osimhen, who's performed consistently at that level. But for him, he hasn't. So for him, it'd be a huge risk. So let me just leave it at that. I keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go along. We're 14 likes, and we are 22 minutes into the show. Let's see if we can get it to 100 likes a day. We've not been able to do that consistently since the transfer window shut. But that's by the way. Let's see. Again, give me a second here. Oh, and yeah, we'll talk about that. I think it's a lot of people just calling it a civil war, but usually that's the term you use when there's some sort of friction between people that should be working together. But we'll get to that in a bit. Jackson is as good as Gyökeres, so he is not a must-buy at the moment. We should rather use that 100 million on a replacement of Benjamin James Chilwell. Wow, some comment right there. It is stupid. Played in the championship last year and now scoring in Portugal in a very weak league. Besides the top three teams there that always dominates. So that's a solid argument, but I wouldn't go to the extent of saying that Gyökeres is one season wonder. That's just my opinion anyway. Forget signing. See, the problem is us, coach. Okay, Namaya, I appreciate you. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes that do go along with sincerely do appreciate you all finding the time to join the show this particular morning. We're gonna move on from the Gyökeres topic. I want us to get done with the news. Get done addressing the news items we have lined up as soon as possible, so that we can talk about the letter from the Chelsea supporters of trust to the owners. For me, I don't really like that, but we get to that in a bit. Let's move on to, from Victor Gyökeres. I wouldn't say it's a risk worth taking. Osimhen now, he may go to okay, another club. We have to get a Champions League football, and when we are going, and when we qualify, we have to make at least Europa League. We cannot finish a mid-table and then be able to sign Victor Osimhen. Yes, and I think if we can pay him, given that we have a pressure campaign against him, you could call it that pressure campaign from two Chelsea legends, and Didier Drogba, and also John Mikel Obi, who was his captain when he was still playing for the Nigerian national team. And also, you could argue, yeah, we do have an edge over other clubs. That's because he's Chelsea. He likes Chelsea. He's been supporting Chelsea since he was a kid. But something else comes first. The most important thing for him would be how much we're willing to pay him for salary, because other clubs are interested, and if they are truly interested, I think we don't pay that much these days, given our situation. But despite the way, let's move on to the next item we have lined up. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. 15 likes. It looks like we're going to do well today. And do you know how the how to like the video when you're using a small screen or when you're using a mobile device? Just press and hold your screen for about a second, and then you see the option to like, dislike, or comment on the video. And to go full screen, just swipe up. And when you do when you swipe up, believe me, you will never like to watch YouTube videos on landscape mode again, except for vertical versions. It looks beautiful, and it brings the screen up close to you. You'll be more immersed than when the show's been shown on a vertical format. Thank you for that announcement there, Constantine Dante. I appreciate you finding time to join the show. Yep, there you go. The command there. Press your screen for about a second to see the like and comment options. To swipe up to go full screen, and that is if you're using a mobile device. And right now we have about 41 people watching, 20 on YouTube, and the rest on X. And if you're following the show on X, we appreciate you. Please kindly share the retweet or repost the video on X to help us reach more people, and also do drop a like on the video for us on X there. Let's see. Yeah, once you see Coach up close, personal, you will never go back again. I used to press the screen. I don't see anything. If you're using a mobile device, just press and hold your screen for about half a second. Then you see the option to like the video, or or dislike, or leave a comment. You can see him sweating close up. Yeah, exactly. Thank you so much, Namaya. 19 likes. We're moving quick. You can see sometimes all people need to do is just to learn how to like the video in a vertical format. So let's move on to the next item we have lined up, people. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes do go a long way. And we're still, the fact that we've recognized that the vertical format helps us get more views than usual, and gain more subscribers also than usual. We're still trying to find a way to figure out a way to stream both landscape mode and the vertical mode at the same time to cater for all our followers. Let's move on to the next item, people. Let's go. All right. I honestly do not know this player. I'm not going to pretend I do. I'm guessing he's probably 15, 16, at most 20-year-old. And if you know him, let's hear you. His name is what's his name? Benfica star Joao Neves. I don't know him. So he's saying that Liverpool, Man United, and Chelsea all keep tabs on Benfica star Joao Neves ahead of the summer window, but face stiff competition from PSG and Bayern Munich for the highly rated midfielder. Do we still need more midfielders? And if you know Neves very well, how does it differ from the players we have? And do you think we should sign him? For me, I think we have too many midfielders, except if this guy is a traditional 10, because the truth remains we don't have any traditional 10 within our ranks. All the players we have are the sort of players that all we say is that, yeah, he's capable of fulfilling the number 10 role. And now that that particular player has played traditionally as a 10. But Also, when you talk about that, it's always important to remember that the manager has said he wants players that are capable of playing on the flanks, essentially left or right. So I'm not too sure whether it matters whether that player is a traditional 10 or not. But I think we have too many numbers in that area that I don't think we should be looking to sign Joao Neves. I don't know him. I have to do my research because later in the day, most likely I will be releasing YouTube shots. Let's see what else we have here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go along with 20 likes. This says we have to sell to avoid FFP risk. We could get a transfer ban. We need to spend wisely. If anything, I think chances are the owners knew that we will have FFP issues in the future, and have signed the number of players we signed just to be proactive and not get, you can say, not be hit that much by whatever punishment we end up facing. No chance with the 150K cap in wages, mid-tier standards, lowering the bar from what Roman what Roman had before. That's said, even even though they have spent 1 billion, think about what Roman and Jose did at the same time. I think in the same time frame. I think their case is different in so many ways, but we'll get to that discussion in a bit. I cannot see it, way too small. You cannot see the screen. Okay, but I'll just read it out. His name is Joao Neves. Like I said, we're finding a way to improve using the vertical format. Apologies for that. We have far too many midfielders that are mid. Maybe that may well be the case. So if it's better than what we have, again, I will not be against us signing him. So if we really want him, and we've heard that the club, they want to sell a lot of players, whether that includes selling players that we signed last year. Just if that's what they're trying to do to get it right, I'm all for it. But I don't see us selling a lot of the players we have right now. Maybe the young ones that are out on loan, maybe like Andreas Sanchez, I don't know, who's, you can say he's balling for what's it called, for Strasbourg. So, but let's see what they do. When Drogba Eshetra came here, they were not only on high wages, they became that. Here's where the issue is right now. Times have changed. The Premier League have changed. Football overall have changed. You have the what's it called? Is it PSR? Profitability and sustainability rule. That's changed everything. So you have to watch how you spend. Yeah, I think we will do. I don't know. They will find a solution. How, I do not know. Saying, isn't he a CDM though, coach? I don't know. No way we buy another CDM. Lavia Ugochukwu, Andreas Sanchez, Cesare Caside, and all those players you just mentioned. That's what I'm saying. If he's not like a traditional 10, it just doesn't make sense to sign him. I am sure for world class striker, we will pay premium, whether we end up signing Victor Gyökeres or maybe Victor Osimhen premium. Even Ivan Toney comes at a very high price. We've heard that Brentford will be looking for 100 million or so pounds. I can't quite remember. Sounds Chinese coach with mixed Portuguese. The name Joao Neves. Joao Neves still Portuguese all through for me. Let's see. It's just another rumor, most likely. Lavia shouldn't play Poch. Shouldn't risk him. I'm fearing he will get injured again. I hope that's not the case. A young CDM, yeah, I'm not interested. Big up to you, to my assistant, Santiago Munoz. Nice to see you. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. I hope you're doing well. Big up everyone. Yep, thank you for finding the time to join. 21 likes. Still, we can do much better than that. Shamefully, we'll still be begging for likes. Yeah, because we're not a big account yet. And the likes to go along with 22 likes, not bad at all. But we can do much, much better. And to like the video, press and hold your screen for just about a second, then you see the option to like, dislike, and also leave a comment on the video. Let's move on to the next item we have lined up here, people. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. All right, the next item, Angelo has been one of the creative and talented Chelsea partner club, Strasbourg, but is back at Cobham to gain a second opinion on an ongoing hernia problem. Wow. Yeah, that's been our story since the start of the season. We get a player back, and then we lose two players to injury. The report below this one says Chelsea have suffered a fresh injury blow with Strasbourg lone star Angelo Gabriel potentially out for the rest of the season. Yeah, typical of Chelsea. The usual story, nothing new here. We get one player back, and then we lose two or three players to injury. I don't know whether it's juju. I don't know the reason that has been the case, but I have to say that it's concerning, really. Toney wants Real Madrid. Yeah, he was just joking. He said that jokingly. And do I think Madrid can sign him? You never know. Sometimes clubs do go for short-term solutions and then save money to buy the player they want. But Ivan Toney at 100 million pounds, even at 50, 60, 70 million pounds, it will be one heck of a short-term solution. That's too expensive, in my opinion. Let's see. Toney wants Madrid, you said there. Lavia should definitely not play. I'd rather him not play to the end of the season, take his time, recover, continue, find a way to stay fit and not to not to lose form, lose fitness, in my opinion. Here's the thing, you never know. After all, Madrid at one time signed the SCN on loan. Mourinho was their manager at the time. They do this thing sometimes, but it depends on the player and how much they'd have to play to have the player on a short time. Nice to see you, JC. I hope you're doing well. I can't complain. Well, I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. Coach, have you seen Toney play at international level? I don't remember, but I think he's played for England already, but I don't remember. Yeah, Madrid will sign him from Brentford. You never know. Anything can happen, but that's just me anyway. But listen, with regards to him saying he wants Madrid, he was joking. I think it was during an interview, and I can't remember what was said that led to him giving that particular response. Give me a second, people. I have to take a sip of my coffee, but really, I'm sweating and it's not helping me. I don't like to sweat like this, and the AC should be working, but I'm quite sure what's happening. It's happening because my wife set it to smart use, so I'm not sure. Mm, excellent. Let's see, Coach. Magina. Big up to you too, Willie. Bless because Coach okay, to an extent, the fans wrote a letter to the owners shows the state we are in. Coach, we need results. Let the fans speak. I don't. Again, I'm not stopping anybody from speaking. That we all are entitled to our respective opinions. The question is how, again, the manner at which we speak. I think we get to that in a bit. We get to that particular comment. Toney's interview. Yep. Unless you mean Rayo Vallecano in Madrid as well. Maybe you never know. But keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. For Angela Gabriel, he's a player that I like so much. He's different from all the players we have. I hope he recovers quickly. Coach, we can get Mudryk and close. Yeah. At a very young age, right? And they are 16 and 17, and they. So yeah, lucky for us. So let's go get them. Give me 1 second here. I think there are two reports here from AD. I want us to address those reports. Is that two reports or just one? We've talked about Victor Gyökeres. Yeah, Chelsea have scouted Victor Gyökeres, but a report here, one here. Just give me a second. Let me open those reports. I think it's important that we address them. And we have how many likes in total? 24 likes. We're really doing well this particular morning. Let's see if we can get the likes up to 100 likes. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes do go a long way. 24 likes. I appreciate you all. 30 people watching on YouTube and 50 on and around 20 plus on X. So that's a total of 50 plus people watching. I keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes to go a long way. Unless okay, let's see what else we have here. Meet a coaching. The second item here, give me a second to address that. Some updates from the AD, who sent us 2 updates there. Let's look at them. The first one says the Chelsea's Emirates FA Cup semi-final against Manchester City is set to kick off at 5:15 p.m. UK on Saturday, the 20th of April. You could say nearly a month from now, or just about a month, 2 days of a month, nearly a month from now at Wembley. That's one game I think we must do a watch along for that particular game. I know a lot of people, you can say, don't fancy us getting through, beating Man City and getting through to the final. And I strongly believe if we can beat them, if we can beat Man City on the day, that would win the final. But let's beat them first. Let's take the games one at a time. I'm concerned it won't be easy. Even if we're able to beat them, it's going to be a very difficult one. So let's address the 2 items here. We've talked about the date of Chelsea's semifinals, FA Cup semifinals against Manchester City. And then this is saying that delete, that's the Bayern defender. When I don't play, then a link is immediately made saying that I will not be happy and would want to leave. I wanted to play some game, of course, but I really have no reason to complain. I'm still having a great season at Bayern Munich. Okay, so I don't know. When was the last time we were linked with a move for Matthijs? How do you pronounce this? Let me just go with delete. I think it was just when he was still at Juventus. Beyond that, I haven't seen any news linking us with the move for him. That'd be crazy, and that's because he's going to cost a premium, and probably his salary demands will be something that I don't think we'll be able to pay. Let's see what else we have here. They don't run much anymore, and protected in La Liga. In EPL, good luck. I think I agree with you. In EPL is something different. In La Liga, it's more of the players' technical ability, same as Bundesliga. But in EPL, it's a mix of technical ability, physicality, pace, and high-octane football overall. Joshua Kimmich is available. Get him. His salary, I still think, will be an issue. Yeah, his salary will almost always be an issue, in my opinion. But that's by the way. Let's move on to the next item. We've talked about delete. We talked about Angela Gabriel. Let's move on to the next item, people. 26 likes. We're doing really well. The likes are doing well. The likes on whenever we stream in this format, not the likes, the views are usually very higher than when we stream on a horizontal format. But this is good. I keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go a long way. Saying a salary shouldn't matter for a player, a leader like him. It shouldn't matter, but can we afford it? That's the most important question. It doesn't matter the quality of the player these days. You said the most important question is, can we afford the player's salary? For Delete, I don't think we can. Let me look how much he's on right now. He's a fine defender. I like him. And at the time, it looked. I think we were serious about signing him from Juventus, but later on, didn't do that for a multitude of reasons. One being, how much Juventus were asking for at the time, and the other being, I think we found out that his focus is to join Bayern and not come to us. Give me a second here. Okay, delete current salary. Let me check that. And one big issue is the fact that our what's it called? That we're using a format that's highly incentivized. So I think that would be a serious problem for lots of the players that we've been linked with the move for. Delete weekly salary. Give me 1 second here. Holy tomorrow, I'm really sweating. Deletes weekly salary. He's on 300. Yep, he's on 307. At 307,000 euros. I think that's a lot, in my opinion. So if we've changed our policies overnight and decide to bring him in, and then when it's time to renew the contract of some of the new players who signed, then we have to give them something close to that number, or even more. Otherwise, they'd leave. Swap him for Sterling. Let's see what the club does. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. I hope we win City. We need to revenge. Let's see what happens here. We can easily afford him if we clear out. Yeah, who do you clear out? How many players do we have actually? We'll talk about clear out as if we have a whole lot of players to sell to make money from. We don't have that many numbers, in my opinion. Big up to you, to Maya, the rapper. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. I hope you're doing well, and more importantly, thank you for joining. And this is for you, my bro, Maya. Let's see what else we have here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes to go and go. Kimmich on 288K a week, but at 29, not getting that anymore. Probably around 220K. I don't think we'd sign Kimmich, really. I like him, but I don't think we'd sign him. I heard we might get the lead this summer. Somebody please update. Just look on the screen or pay attention to what we're talking about. What is the topic? I am lost, coach. Seems to be dribbling towards own pass. Oh, I am looks like you're in one of those you're in one of those meetings, my friend. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go along with 27 likes. I appreciate you finding time to join the show this particular morning. We can do better than 27 likes. Let's see if we can get it to 100 likes as soon as possible. Okay, let's move on to the next item we have lined up, people. Let's go. All right, just give me 1 second. Let me see if I can do something about the air condition. I'm very, very uncomfortable here. Yeesh. 1 second. I'll be right back in a bit. All right, and we are back. Thank you for that, for your patience. And this here saying, let me do this. How do I show this? This has to improve in so many ways. So this is showing the kit is mainly light beige, and that's Chelsea's 24-25 away kit. I have a lot of YouTube shots to do actually, but it's going to be a busy day for me. I'll try to get it done. Chelsea's 24-25 away kit leaked. The kit is mainly light beige. Guava ice, whatever that is. That's the first time I'm hearing guava ice to define a color. Guava ice combined with a tangerine orange, team orange, and blue, rush blue. The colors, the names of these colors are making me laugh, but I do like it. I like it. I think the color, I like beige quite a lot. Personal preference anyway. I like the design. But let's see how it comes out once it's available. But it looks good. It's not bad, really. And I want to know what you think about it. Let's see what else we have here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go along with trust the process, roads to do what, the process to do what. I am not part of any process, any part of protest in my good to see you here, Maya, once more. It's been a while. Just said the H-Rod coach. I'm not saying anything like that. Let's see anything else we have here to address. Coach, I don't believe my instincts anymore. Since my instincts say I am watching a spectacle in the what's that Piccadilly? But people say I am at the bridge. Okay, enjoy yourself wherever you are. Let's see, Coach. Make sure you prop the gates open so you can get back out of there when you've turned the temperature down. Yeah, I'm not sure why that is happening. It's at 45 and it should be, I don't know. It doesn't take that much time for it to start working, getting everywhere. Ish, coach, that key doesn't look good. I really like it. In all honesty, I like it, but that's just my opinion. Again, for me, I do like it. I think it's good, really. Um, Yeah, I think it's good. It's not bad, but usually here's something that I've learned over the years about kids. At first, again, you won't like it, but gradually it grows into you. Yeah, it grows in it grows on you, so to speak. The more you see it, especially once you start seeing it on the players, I don't think it's bad. I really do like it, in my opinion. So I'm not, yeah, I'm not protesting that one. I like it. Um, Yep, keep up the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Not a bad kid at all. Says I want, I want to buy it. I'm gonna buy mine. If you sell Conor Gallagher with Riot, Heston, it's not up to me. I've just said what I've said, and not up to me. I don't think anybody riots if it's sold. I think that is just the bluffing, in my opinion. Why would you riot if it means it? Listen, as much as I think they should keep him, they should keep Conor Gallagher. But I think the chances are they'd be forced to sell him rather than get into trouble with FFP and all that. Chances are they'd sell him. But we get to that in a bit. Let's see. You will riot. Yeah, you will riot. Not we will riot. Yeah, I've seen that shirt, but I think the owners will call you a bluff. Believe me, these guys didn't become billionaires by being sentimental. And I'm going to say that again. If it means that they need, again, if it means that they'd have to sell Gallagher to balance the books, they would do it without hesitation. It doesn't matter if they have 3 million fans riot at the stadium. They will not. And just one more report here from Eddie. Eddie, thank you. If you're watching, I appreciate all that from you. It says Liverpool, Chelsea, and Arsenal continue to be linked with Sunderland's English player Joe Bellingham, just Jude Bellingham's brother. We've been linked with a move for him for a while now. Let's see if we're able to sign him. He's not gone yet. He's not gone yet. More importantly, I said that in my tweet. Why fight over it? Gallagher is still here. Chances are at the end of the season he'll still be here. But I'm going to say this: that shirt or whatever you call it that says if you sell Gallagher with Riot, it won't move the owners. In all honesty, it will not move them. I have still not figured out just where does he hide the extra 2 legs? Yeah, let's see. If we sell him, it is for big money, and the club needs it to sign another striker or even balance the books. But chances are he stays beyond the season. But I don't think it makes sense to start to tell the club what players to sell and what players not to sell. How do you riot for Gallagher, but then riot when a good like Dante left the club? The agenda on Gallagher, I am sure he's tired now. He's a human being, and I think he's a good player. I think he can only get better. But I'm not going to sweat it if the club decides to sell him, because yeah, we have a problem, and if we don't sell him, we'll have we will be facing some financial dilemma. Owners would just sell ex players and invest into the next flop. I hope they don't do that. Gallagher, if he wants to stay, let him score more goals. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Chelsea signed Joe. No, we haven't. We haven't. We're interested in signing him, and I think that particular report isn't new, but maybe I will use them to do a transfer video later on in the day. Anything else now? Ooh, Nightboard looks like a turned down Nemaya Fawele. What did you do? I thought Gallagher gets a new contract. It's still a possibility. And I think I need a command. Be right back. I think we have to do something with that. Okay, then. Nemaya, stay where you are. Don't worry, it's Nightboard. Don't worry about that. Yeah, all right, fam. I keep dropping the likes on the stream. People, the likes to go along. We appreciate you all finding the time to join the show. Let's address the next item we have lined up. Let's go, people. For me, I like the kit. I do like it, and I'm serious about that. I think it's nice, and it will grow on us the moment the players will start wearing it. Let's go. All right, sorry for the blind screen. This is reporting that Datro Fofana's first club will go to the Federal Supreme Court over his controversial departure to Europe, and they want 20% of his move to Chelsea as part of claims he was stolen by Molde FK in Norway. Wow, money. Talks a big problem. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go along. We appreciate you all finding the time to join the show. I think this has been going on for a while now. We started hearing about it just a few months after we signed him, not even a month after we signed him. Yeah, Nightbot is a bad boy today. Let's see. Let's see what we have here. He's coming. He's coming back. Better stay there. You and Nightbot dig it out. Nice to see you, Tamida. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. 28 likes, people. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, and it's easy to like the video. Just press and hold your screen for just about a second, and then you get the option. You see the like and comment options. And yep, let's see. Namaya, I think I'm gonna make you a mod in a bit. I really want you to be a mod, but don't use your power in a crazy way. That was why you were. Let me see. Once he comes back again, I will make him a mod. Nightbot, apologies for what Nightbot is doing to you there. Just don't use too many emojis, Namaya. You were a mod, but after the first day of being a mod, you started banning people. All right, let me make you a mod there, but please use your power responsibly. Yes, people, keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go along with 50 people watching, 29, 50% of that, you could say, no, around 60% of that on YouTube, and the rest on X. We appreciate you all. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes do go a long way. What did you do, Nightbot? He is behaving like he's at a hot and steamy place. Yeah, he's down there with me, right? I'm sure they will sort out installments for Fofana. They will sort it out. They won't let it linger that much. And 20%, I don't think is that much. We bought him for, I think it was, I can't quite remember how much we paid for him, but they should sort it out. What great power, great power comes with great responsibility, coach. Yeah, I do understand. I do understand, really. Shalom to you. Sorry, I cannot read whatever language you're using there. Apologies. I went for Fofana to stay. I think if he does well, chances are we'd keep him. But if he's mid, chances are at the end of the season he'd be sold for profit to balance the books and also make up the money we have available to sign the players we want to sign. So I think it was Vic that said that first, and now I believe that's a possibility, really. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes will go a long way. I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show this particular morning. Let's go, people. Let's go. Fofana, let's see what happens. Let's see what we have here. Some people are just idiots. Why did I even highlight that? Good afternoon over here, Emmanuel Peter. Nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. Thank you so much. I cannot thank you enough. Let's see what else we have here. And we cannot sell Fofana. This guy is cooking. Yep, I think he gets a chance, but he have to be exceptional. If it's just if he ends up the season with what you could define as a lukewarm performance, chances are they'd sell him. If anybody pays anything sizable, they just sell him to balance the books, because the situation is that bad right now. I hope he stays. I think chances are he stays, but we'll find out. But we won't play him too. Yeah, that's a South African thing. If we sign a strike, here's a good thing about Fofana. It's not your stereotypical number 9. I know we call him on number 9, but actually, if I were the manager, I'd play him on the flanks. I'll play him a little bit deeper. That's because he has more to his game. But I get it. We play with a fluid approach, which means he'd get a chance to play centrally or on the flanks, and he will not be wasting his talent. But I'd rather play him in deeper position or on the flanks, either on the left or on the right. That's because there's more to his game. He can be explosive. He has excellent pace. He's an excellent dribbler. He's good. He's a good passer of the ball too. His tackle rate, especially at Modi, is something special. But let's see what happens. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. I hope he stays with Jackson up top. Let's see what the club does with him. Let's move on to the next item we have lined up and trying for us to knock out all the news items or the reports, if you prefer, and get to talking about the letter from the Chelsea supporters trust to the owners. Let's see, and then we will look at the people's reaction to that letter, and we're all entitled to our respective opinions, and I'd be interested to see what you have to say also. Let's see what Maya says here. Maya says Jackson number 5 on team sheet. Jackson will be a starter for us for a while, and that's because he's improving week in, week out. He's doing really well, and he can only get better. Yep, I keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. 30 likes, and it's easy to drop a like. Just press and hold your screen for just about a second, and you see the option to like, dislike, or comment on the video. Let's go. Yeah, this here says that Chelsea have sent scouts many times to watch Leo defender. And is he, how old is he again? Is he 20 or is he 18? I think he's 20. Let me look at Leny Yoro's age. Yoro. Is that it? Yep. Yep, he's still 18. So that's another signing that I really do not want to another player that I do not want us to sign at 18. Again, and the funny thing about the initial report we read about, we are just about with regards to our interest on signing him. Read that yeah, we're signing him to replace Thiago Silva. That's as funny as he can get. He was unbelievable. I don't think we should sign him. I don't know how good he is. A lot of people say it's yeah, the next big name in terms of young center backs in world football. But I think we have a lot of young center backs. We should be looking for a more experienced center back. And he hasn't played that much actually. I think at most he's played 40 games in total for Leo. So I'm not sure why we're interested in signing him. But that's my opinion anyway. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. We have 30 likes in total. Let's get the likes up, people. Let's see. Come on, we cannot sign Euro. Yeah, I don't want us to sign him. Except for signing him as a potential and send him out, or maybe you can say let Strasbourg keep him, let him continue to develop there. But rumors are that PSG and Real Madrid are both interested in signing him, and those two clubs at the moment they pay way better than we do. So probably it would take some convincing, or maybe us pricing him out of those clubs in question that we've talked about before we'll be able to get him. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Let's go. Let's see what else we have here. Is Euro a prolific player? Because I cannot trust a project anymore. I think it's I don't know him that much to argue with regards to how good he is. But some people in the chat, the first day we talked about him, said that yeah, he's the next big thing. I don't know him. Look for a young center back. Let's buy. Yeah, we have to go for experience. Because Thiago Silva definitely, this is most definitely his last season as a Chelsea player. So if we're signing an 18-year-old player to replace him, it just doesn't make sense in my opinion. So let's move on to the next item. We have lined up 30 likes, but we can do much better than that. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. To see the like, comment, and dislike options, just press and hold your screen for just about seconds. About a second, you see those options. Let's get the likes up, people. The likes do go a long way. And just quickly, we have another show for tomorrow. And by the time we get done with that particular show, I think by tomorrow we'd still schedule the show for the day after. And the tomorrow show is about, just give me a second here. Tomorrow's show, about Chelsea FC in crisis, a debate in Chelsea's strongest 11 after week 29. So that would be an interesting show, definitely. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people, and also do subscribe to the channel if you haven't. 48 people watching, 27 on YouTube, and the rest on X. I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show this particular morning. Let's go. What else do we have here? Anything else here? Yep, just responding to Namaya. I wanted an elite CB for as Thiago Silva's replacement, and not an 18-year-old who's barely played 40 games in total. And like, it just doesn't make sense. Yeah, I keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go along. We appreciate you all finding the time to join the show this particular morning. Let's move to the next item we have lined up here. Let's go. All right, this is heating up. This is becoming serious by the day, and I think I should do a video on that, and I'm not sure why I haven't. Chelsea, according to Vince, he's saying Chelsea are interestingly serious about signing Bruno Guimarães in the summer, and he's open to the move or to a top 6 club, but a move to PSG has been ruled out at the moment. I think PSG are packed in the middle of the pack. They have a lot of midfielders. Guimarães, I don't know if you're there in the chat. Do you think we need him? He's different. He's a different profile. You could argue from at least 50% of the midfielders we have at Chelsea. But the fact that we're interested in signing him, does that mean we've seen signs that Newcastle United would be looking to sell him? I don't know. Because if you ask me, I'd say it'd be difficult to get him. That's because they probably won't be looking to sell one of their best players. And the truth is, Newcastle, they are one of the big boys right now. So that's for me. That one for me, just rumors. I'm not gonna waste my time on discussing it. Actually, yeah, exactly. So I don't think it makes sense in so many ways. Even from Chelsea perspective, it doesn't make sense. We have too many midfielders. From Newcastle's perspective, they're one of the big boys right now. If anything, they'll be looking to sign some of the biggest names in world football. As long as they will not be getting into trouble with the what's it called PSR. I think they would want to keep him, except if we have seen any signs, if we've seen some signs that they'd be looking to sell him to balance the books or something like that, which I don't think is the case. Let's see, keep dropping. Bruno Guimarães replacing Gallagher, coach. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think even if they sell Gallagher, their priority would be to sign Guimarães. I think it would be to sign a number 9. We have numbers in that area, in my opinion. Please sign Bruno right now. Maya, I see you like him. I see you want the club to sign him. Good morning to you too, Jude. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. I hope you're doing well. I cannot thank you enough for all your support. Let's see. Maya says we need him for Gallagher's replacement. Gallagher may well still be here come 24-25 season. We don't know. I think everything we're seeing out there are just, you can say, juniors, especially Twitter juniors, speculating or making up some horse dog and throwing at our Chelsea fans at the time that we are very vulnerable and exploiting our vulnerability. Chances are Gallagher stays, you never know. But I get it. It makes sense to argue that his situation is complicated, and that's because, his contract situation, now will be considered whenever we decide whether to keep him or not. Because if we don't, and he doesn't put pen to paper for a new contract, he gets to live as a free agent next season or so. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. 32 likes. We can do better than that. Shamelessly, we will still be begging for likes. That's because we're not a big account yet. And to see the like option, all you have to do is just press and hold your screen for about a second. You see the like, comment, and dislike options to help us garner more likes. 54 people, 33 on YouTube, and the rest on X. I appreciate you all. Those of you following the show on X, we cannot thank you enough. Bruno would play 8 with Enzo Fernandez in what system, really? That's an issue. Maya, let's see what else. Chelsea even, we were linked with a move with Alexander Isak. Isak and Gordon, they must just buy the Newcastle first team. I don't think we're interested in signing Gordon anymore. The rumors that we addressed about a month ago or so was that we were interested in signing Alexander Isak, and I knew at the time it was absolute nonsense. And it's simple. Newcastle, They're one of the big boys right now. And if anything, they'd be looking to sign some of the best players in world football and not sell their best players. They're not a selling club right now. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. We have 34 likes. Let's see if we can get it to 100 likes. And I believe we can, but only if you keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. And if you want to become a member, the link to becoming a member is pinned at the very top. And thank you once again to all our community members who are paid members. That will go a long way. Let's see. Let's move on to the next item. We have lined up, people. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes do go a long way. Let's go. All right, let's talk about this. And I'm gonna say something that my bro, uh, Uncle Jester, Uncle Jester said about this. He said it has been around, written all over it. And Heston, and it's easy to jump to conclude that he's the one that did it. Chances are there's a possibility that the person that did this is one of his followers, and that's because he's the one that's been, you can say, he started calling them clown legs. He started using the clown photo there in this in the uh, on clown image, you can say, of Todd Bali and the other guy there. He's the one that started using them. So Heston, the followers, people, these guys don't understand. I think they know the sort of power they have, given how many followers they have. But my concern is that a lot of them don't know how to be objective. They started the name calling thing, and it has exploded to an extent. Let's read the report. To me, I have a problem with this. I think that's not the best way to express how you feel about how the club is run. Do I think this will make any impact? If anything, no. I don't think it will. If anything, this will lead to the owners to stop paying attention to what the fans has to say and do what they want to do. And I've always told people these guys are billionaires. They don't give a rat's backside what you think when you start behaving like this. They're smart enough to start to open a communication line with the fans, with the intent of hearing the fans' opinion. But once it gets to the extent of clowning them, creating such poster and posting it somewhere, let's read it. It says Chelsea owners have been made the target of a Stamford Bridge sticker campaign as a dissatisfaction towards Bali and Bali threatens to boil over. Let's say this, threatens to boil over in what sense? If anything, here's the thing. Once the team starts performing, everything will cool down. And if you're doing this, I think, and it changes anything, I'm going to say this once again. I've said it already. If anything, this will not in any way make them to change their policy. They established something a while ago, which they established a communication line with the fans. It was made official at the time. It was announced on the club's website. There are better ways to let them know this is how the fans feel about this. And I'm quite sure they've been listening. They've been paying attention. They understand that the fans aren't happy, but the extent of clowning them, creating stickers, and you can say plastering them or at the bridge. I don't think it helps. That is just my opinion. If anybody thinks it helps, you have every right to believe that's the case. But I think, if anything, this will lead to them closing the communication lines they have with the fans. And I remember when they were taking over, when people were talking about how if they do this, we will protest. I think it was Declan that said at the time, they don't care. You can protest all you want. They don't care. They do what they feel like is right. If that will help them take the club to the level they want to take them in the future. They don't give a rat's behind what you think. So this is just more like what, in my opinion, what primary school kids would do. And if you ask me, I'd say, yeah, this behavior stems from how Minerals LC and some of the big accounts, how they speak ill of the owners. That's what has, yeah, it has boiled over already. and saying that threatens to boil over. It has boiled over already, from content creators to the fans' behavior. Content creators' influence on the fans, negative influence on the fans, I have to say. But that's just my opinion. If you ask some people, they will tell you, yeah, most definitely it will work. But I can assure you, this sort of behavior, it won't move a needle. These are billionaires. They didn't become billionaires by being sentimental. In all honesty, all this will do is just close out the only communication channel we have with them. But that's just my opinion anyway. It is possible to get Bruno this summer. Why is it possible? I don't think it's possible, in my opinion. That's all Johnny Minerals. I've seen that exact graphic on his channel months ago. It's his thing. He started using it. So it's his influence on the fans that has led to this, in my opinion. I get it. His brand is to be provocative. That's how he grows his YouTube channel. But sometimes you have to learn to critique situations objectively, and not just be not be throwing about lopsided criticism of the owners, calling them names for because they didn't keep some of the players you want at the club and all that. I just don't think it makes sense. It makes sense, but that's just my opinion anyway. I see the Minerals out. Yeah, yeah. If it is not him, yeah, definitely one of his followers, because this has his behavior, or his, you can say, his view of the owners written all over it. There's no two ways about that. We don't need Albert Einstein to help us figure out that, yeah, it was either Johnny Minerals is sponsoring this, or he did this, or one of his followers did this. We need to sell before June 30th, but how can we do it? Again, international break we're hearing is creating a problem, but I think we'll still find a way. Okay, let's hear your Aston Villa first team. Let's see what else we have here. Imagine taking out a 2.5 billion loan from Absa to buy a club, then have people try to stop you from being creative in ways to raise money, and also in ways to get the club to start doing well. Also threatens to make your company toxic at the same time. I think they went over the board, in my opinion. We get to that in a bit. We're getting there gradually. And I want to know your opinion of this behavior, clowning the owners, plastering this all over Stamford Bridge, and the threat that yeah, this part that reads Iqbali and Bali threatens to boil over. It has already boiled over, given the behavior. We're doing too much now. I think it's too much, in my opinion. It's just too much. It's childlike, in my opinion. It's childish, if that's the language you prefer. Now, coach, a sporting director can go. We have become Brighton. Anybody that wants to go can go, but I don't think the extent of doing this, I don't think this moved them. These are not primary school kids. They're not children. It won't move them. This behavior, it's not going to move them, in my opinion. Big up a rich money makers. Nice to see you, bro. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. Let me take a sip of my coffee before I lose my voice. And after I get some comments, I'm just going to scroll to the very bottom. I get it. I like interacting with you, but there's a lot to address in the chat. And again, if I try to do that alone, that'd be all we do for the whole day. Yeah. And it's not like the topics are aligned, so it can be exhausting to switch between topics. It's just like this. And people keep dropping the likes on the stream. People, 37 likes. It's easy to find to like the video. Press and hold your screen for about half a second or so. Then you see the like option. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. Okay, he says, Nightball, everyone, a big up to you too. I remember we once, again, clowned the Roman, and he wasn't having it as well. Really? I don't remember that. But again, yeah, Coach, I am, okay, I can assure you, if they do as they like, this will turn ugly. They know, just remember how they fired Potter. Yes, I'm going to say this. It depends what you mean by turning ugly. This is, first of all, let's establish this. This is their business. and they have every right to run the business how they deem fit. And I think everything they've made mistakes, but beyond their mistakes, they've done every other thing right. But they didn't do it in a manner that will start seeing results immediately. It will take a while. Things will eventually fall into place. And I think they're being proactive. And in the future, we won't be spending a lot of money in terms of signing players. And we will not be that concerned about the PSR. I think they've been proactive and probably knew that that the Premier League will get to a point where clubs won't be spending that much money no matter how much you have. But that's, by the way, I'm going to say, let's see. We're here. But I can assure you, I know you can assure me that it will escalate, but I can assure you that this behavior won't move a needle. If anything, it will lead to the owners finding a way to disconnect with the fans in terms of the communication lines that they established a while ago to enable them to reach out to the fans and get their opinion on how they want things done. This is not the right way. It isn't really, in my opinion. But let's see what happens here. The fans are complaining about a communication gap from the owners. I think I disagree that the owners may not pay attention to that. The fans are saying except they do not know the fan. They do know the fans' power. But here's the thing. Let's talk about we'll get to that letter in particular. For me, I think it's a bit overboard. There are better ways that letter could have been written, then it won't be seen as offensive. For me, it's offensive. To me, it's like you're threatening them, and it's their business. And I'm going to say this again: they will pay attention to this, but to the extent where you're clowning them, I don't think they will like that. They won't take that lightly, but probably will find a way to control themselves because they wouldn't want it to escalate, in my opinion. But let's see what happens there. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go along with. Sometimes I am surprised at your confidence. That's not confidence. That's my opinion. My opinion. I don't see how you. No, don't call my opinion confidence. I'm not being. I'm just telling you how I know this guys. How I believe these guys will behave towards such behavior towards them. And I'm going to tell you something the class said at the time. If you try to force them to do what they don't want to do by rioting or behaving like this, I don't think they care that much. But they will let you know how they feel. I think that letter in question is more of a threat than it is telling them, look at the situation we have and you should try change things around. Let's see. What we have here. Keep up. Thanks for reminding me. Let's grab myself a coffee with two. Keep dropping likes on the stream, people. The likes to go along. I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show this particular morning. The word executive was used for the first time to describe ownership on this channel. I don't really think that's the case. Maybe you believe that's the case. That was the first time it was used when owners appointed Lampard as caretaker. Coach is trying to hide from it. No, listen, chances are someone else uses someone else, but that you're entitled to your opinion anyway. It will get to the point where the fans now will riot and raid Chelsea. Yeah, give it a shot. Yeah, go raid Chelsea, and they will give you a gift and thank you for raiding Chelsea. You get arrested, and you can tell me the behavior of the owners will. The behavior of the owners will lead to you deciding to stop supporting Chelsea. I don't think it will happen, except if you were never a Chelsea fan deep down. I hope I'm making sense. And I think the Glad also at the time did talk about how our loyalty to the fan, they understand how strong it can be and don't care that much if you start behaving like this. Not the Glad didn't go to the extent of saying if you start behaving like this, but we did talk about the fans rioting or demonstrating if they think the owners are profit focused and not trying to help the club succeed. The fans should not go to the stadium. Let them give it a try and see if it works, Aziz. But Aziz, thank you for that comment there. Let's see what else we have here. These fans deserve ice cold Marina Graskaya, who gave them one interview in 20 years and never gave a damn about their feelings. Marina and Roman was then a firing Potter when they fired Ancelotti. A lot of people would not say that. Let me be patient enough and wait for next season. Patiently waiting. Yeah. Let's see what happens. The Potter and the Tuchel weren't. Yeah, they did. It was a mistake firing Tuchel. I can agree. Do I think the owners have been perfect? I will be the first to tell you they haven't been perfect. But this sort of behavior for me just doesn't make sense. No matter how you see the way they run the club, I think there are better ways. They have a communication line with the fans. Just reach out the proper way and don't go to the extent. I don't know who proofread the letter for them and said that's okay, because the part where it says we'll get to the letter in a bit. Let me just catch up here. No, coach, it's not a coffee and sugar shop they own. There's a disconnect in understanding that this is okay. This is a custodian relationship. I understand that. I totally understand that. Even you are I'm not missing the point. I totally understand that. My point is sometimes there's a way you do something, then it be over the board. And I think the letter in question is over the board. And am I allowed to see it that way? And this is my opinion. And you're entitled to see, yeah, they did the right thing. Maybe they should tomorrow, during our next game against Manchester City, maybe they should go to the stadium and and not allow to go block the dressing room and not allow Chelsea players to walk onto the pitch. Maybe the owners will hear that one. Yeah, I get it. If that's how you see it. Let's see. I think our owners want Shikaiti. They are in Europe, USA. Leagues are different, sort of relationship. I think I've seen you talk about that in the chat. I think that's for me that's wrong. Because you own a company here doesn't mean you do whatever you want in most cases. I remember that particular comment in the chat. I disagree with that. I didn't just want to get into argument with you. If Poch is sacked, he must carry Sterling and Sanchez. Coach, you are wow, you are as delusional just like Bolly. Wow, awakening. Let's see what happens. Yep, they've written the letter, and we're talking about the use of the clown poster there. Let's see what happens. If you think I'm delusional about that, let's see what happens. Our main sporting directors need to need to be wow. Y'all still want to punch in. You know my opinion. There will be riots and they will panic. I don't think so. I don't think so. Can we talk about it actually? If you're calling it riot, if you're not calling it demonstration, like going to the stadium with placard or booing the player, riot and break something, you'll be arrested and you'll go to jail. I don't think there will be riots. A riot is absolute. And if anybody telling you they will riot, it's absolute nonsense. You can, but can you face the consequences? That's the question I'm going to ask you. You can riot, but can you face the consequences? I can assure you a lot of people won't riot. We've been there before. The most they can do is hold. It's what I define as demonstration. Hold placards or boards, say "Bally out," and that's it. If you go to the stadium and break things, you're gonna get arrested and you're gonna be sentenced. You're gonna go to jail. And once that's the plan, a lot of people will not show up. That's my opinion. But if you're talking about demonstrating, showing your frustration, it's a different thing from saying people are going to riot. If you riot, they're not going to panic. They will not. They will not. This is not the first time. But let's move on from that. Keep dropping your the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go a long way. We have 38 likes. That's a good sign. Keep beefing up the likes, people. The likes to go along. We appreciate you all finding the time to join the show this particular morning. If Prime, Lampard, Terry, and Drogba played on the Todd regime, they would have been sold to other teams in the name of pure profit. That is just you. That is just your opinion of what the clearance they did and signed the younger players. We are the ones, Chelsea fans, majority of Chelsea fans called for a clear out. They did that effectively. Some of the players they sold wanted to leave, but people. I think it's disingenuous to always come back and always blame them for everything. I don't think that's correct. Poch should drop Sterling for now. If it's not happy, to let him leave. Let's see. Guys who have very powerful, rich owners, and Chelsea is a massive business. No matter how you say it, Chelsea has always been business, except that Roman didn't care much about profit. He just wanted the club to be one of the best in the whole world. And again, ironically, the first live show I did tell Bobby at the time that time will come that since we get an owner that's will be profit focused and now will not be just spending for the sake of it. And as they spend, we'll be planning on how to get a return on their investments, if that makes sense. But the owners right now, I don't think the main priority is focus is profit. They want the club to succeed. They want the club to start doing well. And I'm tired of arguing that. The problem is that we have owners that don't know our culture. That's a better argument than saying that they don't want the club to succeed. They're here just for profit. They want to kill the club and all that, like some people are saying. But this is a more, you could say, objective argument that they don't know the culture. And I respect you for that. That makes more sense to say they don't know the culture, and that's an issue. Coach, the fans should take it easy. I believe it's too early, but I understand the fans, they want Chelsea to be back. I understand that too. The fact that these owners are stubborn, but going to be things will be all right. They will learn, and signs that they are learning from their mistakes. But nice to see you, Keyshawn. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show. I hope you're doing well. In fact, they don't want it to be told, bro. That may well be their biggest problem. But it doesn't make sense when people start arguing. They want to ruin the club. Their intention is to just run the club into the gutter on all the stuff we're seeing out there. One thing I can say, we have improved, and we are undefeated in 8 games. A lot of people won't talk about that. They just want to clown the owners for one reason or the other. A lot of people won't talk out. Yeah, exactly. The letter is absolutely on point. Up to you. To me, it's not a point. I think he went a bit overboard, in my opinion. There's a communication channel between the owners and the fans established a while ago. For me, that part that talks about irreversible toxicity, it's more of a threat. And there's no such thing as that. It will happen. They will start being toxic. Once the team starts doing well, everybody changes their mind. It's as simple as that. There's no such thing as irreversible toxicity in football. It can be killed like this, maybe by just firing the manager or signing some players. So that's why that part I don't believe. It is very nicely said that they need to pick up communication. That's a different part of it. That's not at all, again, overboard. Either you have not read it or you think, yes, and I've read it. I'm just saying the part where they're saying that threatening with irreversible toxicity, for me, I'm running with that. I think it just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't. Again, it's more of a threat than it is. They ruined it with that, in my opinion. And in football, I'm going to tell you this: there's no such thing as irreversible toxicity. There's no such thing as that in football. Once the team starts performing, everybody will get behind them. In my opinion, the owners are again. Cesar, this is not America too. The American thing I don't think is all right, really. I think that's just your opinion. And in America, something you said about there are unions, or that there are unions here too. And because you own a company doesn't mean you do whatever you want in a company or fire people anyhow. There are unions too, right? Somebody can sue you easily and you get into trouble. But let's hear you, Jude. Thank you for finding the time to join me on the panel. I hope you're doing well. What do you make of this behavior? We haven't actually gotten to the letter, but people are referencing the letter. But let's hear you people clowning the owners to the extent that this report is saying Chelsea owners have been made the target of a Stamford Bridge sticker campaign as this is a dissatisfaction towards Igbali and Bali threatens to boil over. And I've asked this question, boil over in what sense? But let's hear you. What do you make of it? Stickers were seen in the concourse areas of at least one Stamford Bridge stand last Sunday. To me, it's childish in my opinion, but let's hear you.
Okay, good morning, Coach. Good morning, everyone.
To you too.
Yeah, well, the fans are angry to start with, and I think what really I had you repeatedly talked about communication channel. If you
Mhm,
read that letter very well, you realize that they complain about the communication channel not being effective. So it's like
mhm.
they do not really get feedback from the owner. So and the owners rather. I think what is there in that letter is a frustration of not being carried along. And
And can we talk
and
about? Let's talk about the fans. Who are the fans? The letter in question
yeah,
was written by Chelsea Supporters Trust, wasn't it?
yes,
Do they
yeah, and I
represent
think
all Chelsea fans?
yeah,
In on paper, yes, they say they represent all Chelsea fans. I think the letter, in my opinion, was driven by opinion of some sort of people who feels like they speak for the whole Chelsea fan base. That is
Coach,
just
yeah,
my opinion.
but
But go ahead
before
with what you're
before
exactly.
saying, and
there
I
is a
want
lot
you
of
to elaborate
misinformation.
when they want responses. Let's talk one
You,
by one to see how I get to you. When they want responses from the owners, what sort of
I'm just
responses
trying
do
to
they
help you.
want?
I'm just trying to
No,
help you.
hold on. Let Jude speak. You will come in. Go ahead,
Okay,
Jude.
yeah. For example, well, I don't know what they had communicated to the owner initially that they didn't get responses about. It could have been about the way the club is being run. Maybe they didn't see a future and all that, and then maybe they questioned some wrong decisions. But I feel that it's also disrespectful for the owners not to have um, responded to all those inquiries. But when I read this thing, it shows that it's born out of frustration. These guys are fans that are like subscribed. What do you call it? All those are fans that pay. They are body of fans too, and mostly they are the ones that they reach out to when they have to communicate and get fans' opinions. So I think that the owners too should improve in communication, especially when things are not going all right. People want to know what's happening. So it's not a time to have abandoned them. And I think, though I didn't like the threat in the letter, and whichever way we are stuck with this owner for at least the next we have 9 more years. Uh, so there's nothing anybody can do. And then if we get a toxic atmosphere, it won't be good for the team as well. It will affect the guys on the pitch. So I don't want it to get to that level. But I think I'm somebody who wants the owner to sit up, because I think they've not really, when they came in, they didn't really understand what they were coming into. Even though Todd claimed he's been a Chelsea fan for long, but he didn't reflect that he has any idea of how English Premier League runs. He didn't show. Yeah, he's a billionaire. He's a billionaire. Yeah, he made money. But I think this business of football is very, very different. Because, for example, when he hired Potter, I was just wondering, like, does this guy have the charisma for Chelsea? Yeah, the guy is doing well in Brighton, but it doesn't mean that doing well in Brighton would mean he's Chelsea standard. I was like, what kind of decision is this? But then I felt if Potter had succeeded, then I would have looked at myself that, oh, I was actually a fool. But at the end of the day, it made me look at Bolly and all those people that made that decision as clowns when the way the whole thing panned out, because it was a wrong decision in the first place. And then when they were to appoint another one, we started hearing names, all those mediocre middle table coaches' names. And I was like, no, these guys don't understand what they are into. Yeah, you want to build a business model, but it doesn't mean you have to destroy the team further down before you do that. Then I started wondering, why are we looking at teams like Brentford? Why are we looking like at Red Bull, whatever? We are above these guys. Why are you not looking at a Man City that was behind us and is almost overtaking us now in terms of achievement, if they have not even overtaken us? Why are you not looking at those people? Why are you not looking at the things, the way Madrid is building? Madrid has young squad too. Why are you not looking at those guys? That's what I expected you to look at. Then you are looking below us and then dragging us down. So these fans are upset. But you see, on my own point, right? I think the fans too, they are acting like psycho fans to me in one sense, because I expected this kind of action when their hypocritical government sanctioned us over nothing. I expected Chelsea fans to hit the streets in London and demonstrate, go to the assembly listen at Westminster, and go there with placards I said, and raise placards, don't destroy our teams. They all kept quiet like dummies. Nobody said anything. So when the government have done what they did to destroy our team, now they are putting all the all the annoyance on Boli and his team alone. That's where I find
and did nothing to stop the politicians from
that's
doing
what I'm
what they did
saying.
at the
Yeah,
time
that's
of
what I'm
Toney.
saying.
Yeah.
So I see them
Coach,
as
I
psychopaths
literally have
too.
2 minutes if you don't mind.
Okay,
I'll
you
just
can
drop
you can
in.
take off.
Let him
You can.
finish.
Okay,
Just he
because
has
I
to finish.
literally have
I
very
don't
little
think
time.
if he agrees.
No,
If he agrees,
let
then
him
you
speak.
go ahead.
Let him speak. Yeah, you can speak. Yeah.
Okay.
First of all, do you know what is this Chelsea supporters trust? It's an organization which is coordinating between fans and the club on the issues relating to the fans primarily. Anybody can become a member. I'm a member of it, and they discuss this in forums before sending any letter. They are a highly professional organization. They are in constant contact with the club. They have offices in the club. Their meetings and elections take place at the Stamford Bridge offices. What they are asking is to improve the communication. It's not
Just okay. Go
gaslighting.
ahead. Go ahead.
It's not gaslighting, and it's not certainly not threatening. They are just saying the fact that they see that if the communication does not improve, it might become more toxic, which might even be irreversible. That's merely stating a fact as they feel. It's not threatening. And before considering emotionally this letter, they put out pretty professional letter. All they asked was, please improve the communication between fans and the board.
Just say to you, I know you know this. I know that sometimes the language people use and tone can make something that can not to be professional.
That's emotional, emotionally you are interpreting it. Read the letter. That's why I
Here's
say
the thing. It
read
depends.
it.
It depends.
Read it
Again, it depends
objectively.
on the reader. It depends on the
Coach,
reader,
No,
you
no,
know,
no, no,
right?
no.
coach,
No,
coach.
you
Yeah, I
just
think
take
Jay-Z
out
is making a
you are
point.
taking your
Jay-Z is
emotional
making a point.
assumptions.
Yeah, those
Take
fans
the
are
factual
preempting.
things. Take the
They
factual
are
things.
just
Okay, I need
preempting.
to run
They
now.
were not
I
threatening.
hope I
Okay,
see.
let's let Jesse talk. Go
Okay.
ahead, Jesse. I'm listening.
I didn't look. I didn't intervene. Huh? So let me finish it. I have 2-3 minutes. I don't want to waste more time on this. This is all making smoke out of nothing. Their letter is very professional, to the point, and not threatening at all. It's up to the club to listen to the recommendations or not listen to it. What they are actually asking, more precisely, is also that the prices and ticket prices and everything is increasing, which was promised that it will not happen.
That's a different thing altogether.
And
The
it takes
ticket price
only
is a
two.
different thing altogether. Go ahead.
It takes 6 pounds or something to pay annually to become a member, and you can get all the information from them, and you can vote for their board and everything. All that. It's not like as you people are making it out. It's not that kind of a group, and they are not threatening. They are merely stating their concerns and merely giving some recommendations, but they are not threatening, and they do not expect club to listen to them. They are not the club owners. They are just giving recommendations for the benefit of the relationship moving forward. You listen to it or you don't listen to it. It's up to them. And for some fans, if you are going to judge it as okay, he's threatening to the owner. So what? Even if it was, that's something matter between club and them. But they are not threatening. Here I finish, and
Do you think they
I
care?
will
Do you
catch
think
up
the
on it.
owners will really care about this?
I think owners will be in trouble if they think they can run the club like this.
Yeah,
They
absolutely.
are in
I agree
trouble.
Like
with
They
you.
how,
are
really?
going to be in trouble. They are
Like
going
how,
to be
really?
in trouble.
Let's understand. If you say if they think they can run the club like this, like how? Can you elaborate? What do you mean run the club
Ignoring,
like this?
ignoring as if the fans don't exist. They are merely customers to buy popcorns.
Okay, so see something else I want to ask you before you leave. I'll ask you that now. They're talking about a lack of communication, proper communication between the club and the Chelsea. Let's just call it the Chelsea supporters trust, because in my opinion, they don't represent all Chelsea fans. If
Well,
anything, mainly they represent. I'm coming. They represent match goers.
they have
Listen,
substantial
let
membership
me ask
from
you this:
match-going fans.
What sort of
They
communication
have
do they want from the
substantial.
owners?
Coach, you are wrong again. Don't give out misinformation. They have substantial membership from match-going fans, the most important fans.
How many are they? How many in total?
I'm not here. I'm
Yeah.
not an encyclopedia. Do
How
your
many? How
research.
many members do they?
Do your
Do they have to
research
up to a
before.
million members?
Let me say this. Before you decide that they are nothing or they are something, let's do the research.
I'm asking you how many. I'm trying to judge things from again. I'm an individual, and I'm allowed, entitled
Coach,
to
how
see
many
things
fans are
differently
there?
than you see
How
it.
many
But
Chelsea?
let's move on
Okay,
beyond their size
let
or
me
how
give
many
you a
members
question
they
then.
have. The question I'm asking you now, Jesse,
Let
what
me
sort
give
of
you a question.
communication do they want from the
Coach,
owners?
what kind of a question is that? Now I'm trying to answer you. You're not letting me. So you gave me a
All right, go
question. I
ahead.
give you a counter question. How many
Yeah,
fans
I'm
are
listening.
there in the world of Chelsea? Can you give me the figure?
For instance, let's go
What
with
are
their
you
Twitter. You
talking,
don't
man?
know. You don't have a specific
You
number.
know it.
But if you go to their
You
Twitter follower, they have more than 10 million. I think how many followers on Twitter? Let's just go with 5 million. I'm
so
not sure.
I'm
But
saying
let's
do
just go
the
with 5
research.
million.
So I'm saying let's do the research before saying them even they have less membership.
Jesse, do you know how many members they have? If you don't know, we can move on from that. What sort of communication do they
I'm
want from
saying
Chelsea
I do
owners?
not know the
That's the
figure,
question I'm
but
asking.
they have substantial membership from match-going fans.
You just went back to my point. If anything, they represent mainly the match-going fans. But the question I'm asking you, Jesse, what sort of communication do they want from the owners?
Yeah. Well, normally, if you see the chairman of this CST, he gave an interview on Sky Sports. You can play it on here because it's available on YouTube. And he says very clearly examples like this new owner of this Manchester United, the new shareholder. He has given more interviews in last 2 months regarding his vision than Bowley has done in 2 years, or the new ownership has done it. Then he gave another example. He gave an example of this Tottenham owner, Levy, which is historically very quiet guy. Even he recently did a fan forum event where he invited 180 fans and answered their questions. Our ownership has never
Okay.
done like that. So he is recommending
Thing.
to improve the communication in similar manner.
Do you know
So
what
that
I'm
there
learning
is
from the
sharing of
situation from what you
information.
just said? Jesse, let's be truthful here. Let's say Chelsea are in second place or topping the table. I don't think we'll hear that much about communication from the Chelsea Supporters Trust. How many interviews
If
did
things are
Roman
going
give
fine,
throughout his ownership? How many interviews did Roman Abramovich give
yeah, and
throughout
I
his
can answer for
ownership?
you. Let me answer now.
Yeah, how
If the
many?
things are going fine, like in case of Abramovich, as you say, Abramovich didn't give many interviews, but the fans knew if there is a bad season, whoops, the manager changes or the setup changes or something changes and we are back. The fans had confidence in what Abramovich was doing and they had an understanding from looking from the outside and there was no concern. What CST is saying is what this ownership is doing, maybe it is good, but there is concern because something is not clicking at the moment in terms of result. So to answer those concerns, it is better to improve the communication.
I wish you wrote that letter. From the way everything you just said, I wish you wrote
I
that
read
letter.
the
But for me,
letter. I recommend
no, I
everybody
wish
to
you
read the
wrote.
letter.
I wish you wrote that letter, JC. I know you are
I
intelligent.
have
I know
read
you
the
avoid
letter.
using.
I have read the
Hold
letter and
on,
I
you're not
recommend
listening.
everybody
Wrote,
to read the
wrote,
letter.
WROTE. If you wrote the letter, if you were the one that wrote the letter, I think you would use better languages than I in the letter.
That's why I'm saying
Yes,
is, Coach, that's why I'm
yes,
answering
JC.
you.
Can I say
The
something? And
language
by
is
the way,
fine there. The language is
that's up to
fine.
you. You have
Please
every right
read
to
the
say the letter
letter.
is okay. For me, the letter isn't
Read
okay.
the letter in a calm manner.
just listen, Jesse. Can I talk now? Josh said I think 41 million plus. That's the followers on that's on X alone. So here's anything. If anybody comes and tells me that Chelsea supporters trust that they represent
That's your
whatever they
opinion.
say,
Now, okay, I said
yeah,
my opinion.
exactly. Can I
Coach
say
Ajay,
it
I
now?
need to rush now. I told my
All right,
opinion.
go
You
ahead.
have your opinion. The people can make their own opinion, fine. But I consider that
Go
letter
ahead.
to be
I agree.
absolutely
Yeah,
fine.
you're entitled to your opinion. Can I drop mine?
Yeah,
41.7 million is the total followers
I will be
on
listening, but I really need to drive now. So I'm
all
really
right,
sorry,
go
brother.
ahead, bro. Go ahead. No worries, no worries.
Yeah.
So my point is, I don't think if anybody tells me that the Chelsea supporters trust that they represent or whatever they say is reflective of the opinion of all Chelsea fans, I'd say that's a freaking lie. Nobody elected them. It's more of a club. It probably you can say the letter for me, in my opinion, whether you think they use some threatening languages in it or whether you think it's fine the way it is, it's a letter driven by opinion of a group of individuals. It doesn't represent how the whole Chelsea fan base sees the situation, in my opinion.
Yeah,
And
that's
here's
true.
the thing, Roman gave only, I think there's only one record of Roman interview that I can remember, and nobody complained much about that. And now Jesse's giving me example of how the Manchester United new owner given several interviews. I think the whole thing, I think I think the whole thing probably because we're not topping
Look
the
at this.
table.
Eh?
Go ahead with what you were saying.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I was saying that the guy
Go ahead, Judy, if you're there.
yeah, from what Jesse was saying, right? If you read that letter very well, I don't think they intended to threaten. I think what they were just trying to do is to preempt a future disaster that might happen. That if things continue like this,
Which means they didn't think about it very well. If I were the owners, I told you, here's the thing, we all
yeah,
see things differently. Some people will see this and say
yeah,
that's very good. For me, I'll see this. I'm the sort of person that scrutinizes every language you use in everything, every email letter you send to me, or things you say to
okay,
me. To me, this is threatening. That's how I see it.
okay.
But go ahead with what you were saying.
Okay, so you're right, but I also remember that like that they'll say that people are angry, um, people are angry. That letter came from a place of anger as well. So the thing is, people they were just advising that this is what it may result into if things continue like this. So that communication channel from that letter, you see that it wasn't working because if it was working, they wouldn't complain about it that it wasn't working. And then the worst part, the CEO responded with like a political statement. And then the fans wrote back and said this response does not address their concerns. That it looks like what a politician would say when, like in a normal whatever, that doesn't address their concerns. So, and they emphasized on that continuous communication. So it means they were sidelined. And they also highlighted the insensitivity of the owners trying to increase tickets. When you we are in a situation whereby you should be thanking people people that are going to watch the game. There is recession in UK. People are losing jobs. Things are not really easy for them, and people to see have time to go watch games now should be appreciated, not with a ticket hike, and then ticket hike on a big team that is in mid-table. So all those things too is supposed to be considered. Those are one of the things they address because I too heard that they wanted to increase the ticket because they sent the circular they were going to increase ticket, which it doesn't make sense to me at this point. If for you to increase ticket, you are looking at Arsenal. You are looking at, but these guys are doing better. Their fans are happier. They have more confidence to go to the stadium. You don't know how relieved I am now that Chelsea doesn't have game this weekend because they ruined my bad day last year. Today is my birthday, and I'm happy they are not playing no game this weekend. So nothing, no, so that's how the confidence is low. We'll meet people who play, we'll play well. At some point, we'll go down, we'll lose to a team that we don't expect. So I think that the owners should try to accommodate the frustration of the fans. And these supporters trust, they are highly recognized, their voice, because match goers dominate this thing, and non-match goers as well. So they are one of the people they can easily relate to when they are looking for fans. You get what I'm saying? So I think that it's bad for them not to have a good communication channel with them. Yeah, that's my opinion. And they need to improve on that.
Yeah, I understand. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
What I want to say is this: I think this letter could have been written differently.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm here's the thing. I see things. We all see things differently. We all see things from different lenses, and I can't
Okay.
emphasize that enough. And everybody, we're all entitled to that respective opinion. And JC is entitled to believe, yeah, it's well written and it's as professional as he sees it. And I try to let him know that you do know that the language you use in a letter can lead to it not being seen and not be seen again, to it not be seen as a professional letter. It's as simple as that, but that's a small opinion anyway. I think it could have been written differently. But this is, for me, I still see, especially that part that says irreversible toxicity. There's no such thing in football. Once the team starts performing, everybody gets behind the team. So to me, that doesn't even make sense, in my opinion. The ticket thing, yeah, they have every right to protest that. And even that even makes it more clear that, yeah, the Chelsea supporters trust is more like a body that represents the opinion of the matchgoers mainly. Because 41 point something followers alone, I'm quite sure they don't have to up to 1 million followers, up to 1 million members. So scientifically, or you can say, you cannot argue that they represent the opinion of every Chelsea fan. But that's just my opinion anyway. I get where you're coming from. If they're not communicating properly with them, I think it's an issue. But the letter, I have a serious problem with the letter, the way it is worded and everything, and the part of it that you could call a threat, in my opinion. So I wanted us to see people's responses there. Let me see. Is this one that we're able to see some of the responses from the people there? Again, let me see what's his name that says something about the letter. Just give me a second. But let me catch up with some of what we have here. And the beautiful game is saying there's truth in that they want to destroy the culture because it was created by Roman, and they want to remove all remaining essence of that era. Unfortunately, they have inadvertently removed trophies too. I mean, you have every right to argue that. But yeah, I'm not sure what I have a response to that one. I'm gonna get a few comments that we have here, and then I'll scroll to the very bottom. We'll be rounding up soon. Let's see what else we have here. Our fans are angry. Yeah, and I think Jude did say it correctly. The letter shows that fans are angry. It didn't show like as if we're asking questions, what's going on? Why are we not communicating properly with you? And yes, and I get it. Fans are very important, but they don't owe you that communication if you feel like you're entitled to it. It's their business. And if you don't want to patronize them, go elsewhere. I get it. They should deal with the fans with respect. But the fans also should respect what they're doing. I don't think. Do you think they're happy that we're sitting 11th and after spending billions? They're not. And if I spend that much money and I get such letter from you, I'll be furious. Because probably you think I'm enjoying it. And I think that thing is written in a manner, it's just reflective of the fact that most of those that wrote that letter, that participated in writing that letter, probably are seeing them as stupid, are seeing them as wasting their money. They've made mistakes. I get it. I think sometimes people are just quick to judge and quick to do something without paying attention to what they're doing, really. I know a lot of Chelsea fans will probably be, yes, yeah, that's a good letter. I like it and all that. But we reason differently. And for me, I don't think it's okay.
But Coach,
Especially the way some of it's worded there. Go ahead. Go ahead, Jude.
Do you think these owners are really learning from their mistakes?
I think they're learning, and I'll give you example as here's the thing. Let me explain why I think they're learning.
Okay.
And I'll give you one example. One, what's the length of the contract that they had a Graham Potter under? 5 years plus, right?
5 years plus, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. 5 plus 1,
how about Pochettino's contract?
2 years.
With an option to extend it to a further year. They've
Yeah.
learned. And here's the thing, and I don't blame them that much. They came in, they signed Koulibaly. Remember, they signed Raheem Sterling. At the time, they didn't change the contract, the construct of the contract they had to players. But something happened. I think they found that, like, I see those players, some of them didn't want to be at the club. And let's be honest, I don't know whether you're one of those that believe that they deliberately sold our most experienced players, forgetting that we,
No.
majority of Chelsea fans, called for a clear out. And they
Yeah,
didn't just
we
sell
wanted
these
them out
players.
because
Most of them
their
wanted
mind
to
was not
leave.
with us. Yeah, but most of them wanted. That's true. Yeah, their mind was not with us. Yeah.
Exactly. But do you see people, so some Chelsea fans saying they sold our most experienced players, like they came in and said, well, geez, we have to sell these players. I don't think we'll make a lot of money if they stay here. No. Most of them wanted to leave, but go ahead. I hope I answered your question. I think they're learning.
Okay.
And we've heard that they're looking to sign more experienced players to balance things out. But I think people probably aren't paying attention to that. That's because at the same time, they still want to be signing the youngest and brightest talent in what football. And I think the biggest issue, again, a lot of Chelsea fans came into the season expecting us to be playing at the same level as Man City, Arsenal, Newcastle, even Brighton, forgetting that we have an entirely new squad. You get the point right now.
Yeah, I get your point.
We have an entirely new squad. But go ahead with what you were saying.
Of course, it's going to take us time to start playing like those teams you mentioned. It will take us a bit of time. But to me, we are making progress gradually. We are getting better, even though it doesn't reflect on the table. But then it reflects on our games. There was a time, you remember, the main reason we lost FA Cup to Leicester City was because we couldn't score a goal then. But now we try with scoring goals now. So I think they are improving. I think the fans need to be patient. Then I also think the owners need to step up on their decision making. They have to be more elite in decision making. They have to move away from this their mediocre ideology of admiring guys that are not really established. Because that seems to be what they really like. And then some people liking it to be, oh, they want someone that can always do a yes, sir. You should look for somebody who knows the job. Yeah, that's what Chelsea deserves.
I think they're learning. I think they will. Remember, they
Coach,
wanted to hire, what's the guy? Was it Michael Edwards? They want to hire the best at the time, but those guys weren't available at the time. And it pains me to sometimes when people talk about them as if they just bought the club and intentionally just threw away £2 billion, and also all they want is profit. What profit they can't take right now.
Coach,
Sometimes
can I
it's just,
ask you a
say,
couple of things?
go
I
ahead.
think you are getting something wrong as well. You based just now, if I read correctly or heard correctly, your whole argument was that this owners put down their money, so they definitely are not fools, or like they are not like going to burn this money or something. It's their money, correct? That's the argument you say, right? Because nobody
You're the
burns
one.
their own money.
No, that's not what I say. You want me to say what I said?
Right? Okay.
People are saying as if they spent money, they just threw away £2 billion plus for the sake of it and wants the club to fail. I've seen people say that blatantly as I said it.
And what you are saying is that you do not throw your own money. That's why people are saying is wrong.
I don't think they're stupid. They didn't just do that and then want the club to fail. And let me complete that point, really. If
Okay.
they are profits focused, I think they're smart enough to know that if the club isn't doing well, they're not going to make money. If the club isn't doing well, playing in the Champions League or being in the top four,
now you
cannot attract big name sponsors.
So now you are flipping from the argument that they spent money, so they are right.
You're confusing me, I have to be honest with you.
Okay, but let me put my point so that you understand one thing very clearly. The money which has been invested, majority belongs to a consortium. Consortium is kind of a mutual fund where it's not just one owner's money. It's like literally can be shareholders, can be
Just
hundreds.
see, I know that quite well.
Even tens.
I know that quite well. Get to the point. Yeah.
Boli,
go ahead.
for example, if Boli has invested something like 8%, say around 400 million, he's withdrawing 20 million salary per year. He is playing with other people's money, consortium money. And Ekbali and others, which you say the majority shareholder, it's not those two personally majority shareholders. It's their consortium, which consists of hundreds and hundreds of shareholders. It's easy to crash
Can
somebody
I ask
else's
you this?
car. Then,
Can I ask you one question
yeah,
quickly?
yeah,
Can I ask you one question quickly? So, and
yeah.
if the club, do you think Iqbali and the others, do you think Mbali would want to club for any reason?
Okay, let me put the perspective here. Clear Lake Capital has
No,
a
no. It's a
portfolio.
simple question. Yes or no? Do
No,
you
I
think he
am
would want
answering your question.
he would
I
for
am
any reason
answering
want
your
the club to
question. Let
fail?
me answer. You want to answer, listen, answer according to you. I am answering your question as truth. So be patient. Let me explain. Clear Lake Capital has portfolio of 150 billions, out of which Chelsea is 2.5 billion. If one of those businesses they own fails, it's not a catastrophe. They have investments worth 150 billion within their consortium. So don't even think about it that Chelsea bankruptcy will be huge catastrophe for them. No, it won't be for the consortium.
Okay.
So they can take risks
Did you
higher,
answer my Did you answer my
and they are
question?
not
You
afraid
haven't.
to. And they will not be destroyed if Chelsea fails.
So you're insinuating that they wouldn't mind if Chelsea fails.
These are bankers, bro. They are trying to run
They see
football.
that's one of the most ridiculous comments I've ever heard from you. I asked you specifically, are you saying that they wouldn't mind if Chelsea fails? And your response was that these are bankers, bro.
I am saying nobody likes to lose money, but this money is not that substantial amount that it will create such a big pain for them. They can take high risk
That
and
is
no
just your
problem.
perception.
If
That's
if
just
you
your
have
opinion
if
of how
you
you
have
think it will
if
be.
you have to okay, let me ask you explain you another way. If you have $150 to bet and you bet only $2.50, and if you lose them, is it a huge problem? No.
What sort of mindset is this? They see you're confusing me, really.
So I'm giving you the perspective. For them,
So
Chelsea is
you're
two and a
insinuating they
half
don't want
percent of their
profit.
portfolio.
Are you saying you
Coach,
look at
why
how
are
I
you so
see it
angry?
here? I like to
Coach, why are
debate
you
with
so
you.
angry?
If I understand
I'm
your
explaining
point,
you.
you're saying they don't care if they fail. Is that what you're saying?
It's not a big catastrophe for them.
That which means you're saying your response simply means, which means because it's not going to
Financially,
be
it's
a
not
big
a huge
catastrophe for
problem for them.
them.
Financially, it's not a huge problem for them. It's less than 2% of their portfolio.
Okay, I get your point. Anyway, Jude, you want to say anything else? I'd really like to debate with you, and I think we should plan a title and schedule a show so that people will participate. And this says, I have a few minutes here. This says, I honestly believe football is secondary, and they have other priorities. Like you always say, Coach, they are billionaires, but billionaires do not make this kind of errors. Yes, yeah. Let's dissect your comment there a bit. Let's dissect
Okay,
it.
Coach,
Yeah.
thanks for. I'll jump out back.
No worries,
Thank
bro.
you.
No worries. Always
Yep.
nice to have you on the panel. You bring fire, and I like that. Let's talk about this. Dissect this your comment a bit. The beautiful game. You're saying they're billionaires, and you think football is secondary for them, right? You think football is secondary for them, and you think if football is secondary, which means you're saying primary for them is the money they will make, right? So how are they going to make the money if Chelsea sits 11th, finishes 11th every season, not participate in the Champions League, and not be in the top four, all these things? Come on, bro. I know you're smarter than that. I get it. We're all frustrated that our club, our beloved club, isn't doing well, but I think we should. Let me just use it this way. Out of respect for everybody, we should just think responsibly and sometimes judge responsibly. I think it will go a long way for us. You know, in all honesty, what we do here, and that's why I love the Blue Morning Show. It doesn't matter whether you want the honest corner state present your opinion, and we'll talk about it. He's saying here, I don't believe they actually purchased the club with real funds. I reckon some sort of deal was done with the UK government, hence why they're acting so reckless with their assets. Wow. That's another perspective. That's not you saying they want to fail. That's what you say again. Guys, we have had excellent assets with coach. I hope that leads us the way. So let me get Bobby's opinion. That's because we don't have too much time. And apologies to all of you in the chat. If I haven't read your comments, I sincerely do apologize. There's so much going on in the chat. And I wish we started this show early. And Josh in the house, big up to you, Josh. This is for you, my bro. I've been seeing all your comments there. And I sincerely do appreciate you. This is saying, let's see what Rich Moneymaker has to say here. Our owners do want success. Thank you for saying that. But the sporting directors are guiding them on the wrong policy model of under 23s when we want some experience. Listen, it just doesn't make sense sometimes when I see people argue that they want to fail. They just bought the club to kill it and all that. Facts, but we cannot forget the dealings of Marina behind the scenes. She couldn't give us a proper players during. Yeah, we'll find out more. 41, that's a lot. Yeah, and you know why I asked that question. So right now, Keisha, nice to see you. There were 30,000 season ticket holders 3 years ago, and there's even more now. You can quadruple that figure and make for, yeah. Okay, but at least they don't have a million, if you get my opinion. I love Roman, but he almost got this club liquidated, and that means gone, non-existent. I understand that argument there. I'm going to scroll to the very bottom, and then I'll try to get your subsequent contributions in the chat. Unfortunately, there's too much to get, and I can't. I'm not a machine. I apologize because the debate got heated, and in that process, I think we lost a track. Totally misunderstood my comment, but go away, man. Coach, stop listening to this dude. Let's see what else we have here. Keep dropping the likes up. Bobby, I'll come to you in a bit. Time will tell. Receipts are collected, comments clipped, and I will tell you, these owners, they will do well. And we're lucky to have the best owners in world football. I get it. It's difficult for a lot of people to see that right now. Please, guys, just give me a birthday gift of subscribing. Wow, I didn't know it was your birthday. Happy birthday to you, Jude. Please go subscribe to his YouTube channel. Namaya, Omar Dunk, all of you. Vic, the Beautiful Game. Let's go help this brother get to 50 subscribers so that he can start doing live shows. And Bobby is in the house. Bobby, let's share you the letter from the Chelsea Supporters Trust to the owners. What do you make of it? And I'm quite sure if you were listening, you've heard me speak about it. How you now know my opinion of the letter. But let's hear you. But more importantly, just give me a second here. Happy birthday to you, Jude. And please, the birthday gift you have to give him would be to go subscribe to the his YouTube channel. He's getting closer and closer. I think he needs 8 more subscribers to get to 50 subscribers, and then he'd be able to do live shows. So let's help him get there. I appreciate you all. So Bobby, let's hear you, bro.
Yeah, big up, guys. Good morning. I haven't
Big
heard
up to you too,
anything
brother.
I haven't heard anything of the show. I've just joined, but I believe I know you, and I believe I can understand what your perspective will be on this. I've been ignoring this, but interestingly, yesterday I listened to Football Yannick, and Yan came up with something that I felt was a very, very impressive and balanced look on all this. Look, let me say this.
That's
This
why I
is
love Jan.
this. Yeah, Yan is he's. I never disliked him at all. If not, I've always subscribed to him, but I was cautious. But he's winning more and more of my respect in that he doesn't shirk being a Chelsea fan, but he brings intelligence and balance to the things he reports, which are usually just things that are out there anyway. He's a content creator, and that's how he makes his content. And I like Chelsea fans to wave the flag wherever they can. That's why I'm on this platform, because you don't shirk who you are. Whereas there are some that become brown envelopes and they follow the trend like this, to be used like this to make clicks like this and try and scandalize the club, which some people are trying to make fashionable. Look, I ignored a lot of this. I think some of it is concerned fans. I think some of it is very backdated to an earlier part in the season. And I think it has been released now, which is the usual pattern of things during the international break, to make sure that's where they try to sow the seeds of Chelsea scandal, isn't it? It's always the same pattern where we're bored with it. Yeah, everybody deserves their opinion. Everybody should have an opinion. We live in a free world. However, not everybody needs to agree with the opinion, and it can be called out if it's nonsense. Now, I'm not saying this opinion is nonsense, but I'm saying the trajectory with which it's being taken is nonsense. Look, you and I both know that the era, time, and layer of the land of Roman Abramovich has changed. It's all changed. We've got PSR, we've got FFP, we've got all these things that have come in that weren't there when Roman first took the club. And when Roman first came into the club, he came into an atmosphere that, quite rightly so, needed to be exposed. Clubs in the past have always used money to control power in football, always. They've always used money to put themselves in a position to prosper and to maintain power. It's not now that when they've got there, I'm talking to your likes of Man United and Liverpool and so on, then they start crying foul of somebody else who has done what they have done, but in a more modern time, in a more modern way, and with greater power to try and establish themselves. Look, let's not kid ourselves. Chelsea was the reason for FFP. And I won't go as far as to say Chelsea was the sole reason for PSR, but it was the thing that catalyzed the thirst for PSR. You know, PSR came when certain clubs went into liquidation due to mismanagement, and that was quite highlighted. But oh, Chelsea come around and they're like, right, let's do this. Maybe we can get Chelsea. It's all about let's get Chelsea, which they can't and they won't. However, having said this, with the new owners came in and they chose a plan of action to completely reset and redress the club. Let's not kid ourselves. The club needed resetting, the club needed redressing. The only thing about growth and starting from scratch, they want to play the fair game. They want to play the build from grassroots game, which is what has been the onus of things like FFP and PSR. So let's not be hypocrites. They are building from grassroots. Let me tell you, time will come when your likes of Man United and their over bloated squad, and indeed Arsenal, perhaps even Liverpool, although Liverpool is due some windfall, I think, this summer with the sale of Mo Salah. So I think they might skip it again. But you know, there are some Newcastle, another one. There are some clubs that pay these big wages that are going to have to redress that situation. And what these laws are doing is that it's trying to trim down the wage bill, get football into grassroots development, and build from the beginning within your means. Fair enough, we get that. But hey, Chelsea Football Club start to do that, and what happens? They become enemy number one. People start trying to sow seeds of discord within the fan base because sometimes, hey, common sense isn't that common. Some people become a bit slow to the curb, to latch on, to smell the coffee, not to mention drink it, and others who get it are there to try and shed light on it so those that are a bit slower in amongst us suddenly get it. This isn't an insult. This is reality. This is life. Some people will get things quickly, some people won't. That is reality when you have a large population of human beings within a context of trying to sell something or trying to get them to buy into something. And so the new owners have started this reset, and boy, have they reset. It's a hard reset, it's a necessary reset. They have studied FFP and PSR, people neglect to know, and they are trying to maintain the greatness of the club, trying to protect the club, trying to set the club up for the future, in the same time, trying to navigate the financial situation within the context of a huge financial expenditure. I think largely they have been successful. I know this summer is another test, but they don't seem concerned, and they have their plans to do this. Let's remember, these are money people. Money is their trade. They are investment people. So this is what they do. And it is high time we in the fan base, many of us are not investment people who do not understand money, but think we do. We don't even understand the reset of a football club, and yet we're so vocal. It's high time some of us just chilled, step back. They own the club. They are at the steering wheel. Let's watch and see what happens. Let's not spit the dummy out of the plan, because hey ho, guess what? Growth sometimes is painful. There are growing pains, nobody enjoys them. But at the end of the growing, if people tend to look back and think, wow, okay, it was worth it. Look at us now. Look how big we've become. Look how strong we've become. This is what we have to try and get to understand. It is horrible not winning games. I hate it. Every single one of us in the chat and on this platform.
It looks like we've lost Bobby, or he's experiencing an audio connection issue. I'm going to keep getting some of what you have in the chat there. If it comes back, I'll let him continue speaking, and we should be rounding up in about 7 minutes or so. If you are a Bill Gates accountant and still 1 billion from him, he will hunt you down despite being 0% of his wealth. Go ahead. Yeah, we
Can you
at
hear me?
one point we stopped hearing
Yeah.
you, but go ahead.
Yeah, somebody, because I'm using my phone, when someone calls in, it cuts me out. I've told them
Okay,
I'll call
it
them back.
stops
I'm
it.
I'm
Okay.
gonna land really soon. I'm really gonna land. Where
Yeah,
I
go ahead
was is
as you
that at
speak.
the
Let me go
point
wake up this voice to start brushing it.
at,
I'll be back.
at, at the point of growing, it's painful, and everybody hates it. But growing has to happen if you want a new beginning. Rome wasn't built in a day. And what has happened to Chelsea and what is happening to Chelsea is growth. We've reset and we're growing. We're going through the pains of growing. And what has made it even more difficult and even more challenging has been the litany of injuries we've had from the beginning of the season to dot. We have been without at least 8 to 10 key players every single game. Most teams don't survive that. Not least to mention, we're using younger players. Why are we using youth? To invest in the future and to bring down the wage bill to a point that the wages will grow with the growth of the financial investment in the club. Now, that has been a little bit inhibited, and I repeat, because of the injuries. And so we did fluff a chance to win a trophy, which would have been helpful. But hey, as angry and as incensed as I am about the Carabao Cup, and I don't hide from that, I think, oh, do you know what? It's no point dwelling in the past, as painful and as annoying as it is. There's every point in taking it on board, learning it, and as men of strength, we go forward to make sure, one, the failure never happens again, and two, we continue to win. Winning is our aim. Chelsea Football Club have a song about that. Blue is the color, football is the game. We're all together, and winning is our name. That's our song. Blue is the color, football is the game. I won't spoil you with my great singing, but you get my drift. So look, we've got to go through this. Some of us that are older have seen rebuilds before, several times. We know how it starts. It's not easy, it's painful, but it becomes glorious if you stick with it. Several rebuilds that even happened before my time with Chelsea have led to glory. The club was built on such rebuilds. We won our first league in 1955 through a rebuild, that fruition from the youth system. We won our first League Cup the same way. We won our, the next decade. We won our first FA Cup the decade after that the same way. We got to a League Cup final. Then we won the Cup Winners' Cup, all the same way. Even, dare I say it, though the money started coming in. This was even before Abramovich, mind, by 97, when we got a few of these foreign stars. But a lot of the players that won the FA Cup back then were from the youth system. So please, we need to be patient. It's not nice now, but I can assure you, with the financial backing of these guys, and with the direction in which we're going, and please God, may we get back the injuries, buy a few more players that we clearly need here and there, vis-a-vis a top striker, you are going to see once again the envy of world football through Chelsea Football Club. Once it all comes together, but we've got to be there with the club to come together. There's no failure yet, just the beginnings of greatness. So let's hang on to our hats, support the club as we've always done, and I'm sure we still do. I understand we get hurt. I understand we hate losing. Part of me loves it. I love it when fans hate losing because we're winners. But I don't like the attack on the club because it's not helping anybody. It's not helping us. It's not helping the owners, not helping the players, and not helping the general projection of the club. And as I close, I just say this last thing. Players, however, coming to a totally different topic, like Raheem Sterling, need to get the F out of the club because they are part of a major problem. We don't need that nonsense around the club. But that is another thing, and I digress. So I drop completely, my guys.
Thank you so much, Bobby. I appreciate you finding the time to join us. And again, every time we don't see you, and if I don't reach out to see how you're doing, forgive me. I'm also a very busy man myself. I have a lot going on. But I appreciate you. I hope the treatment is going well. So I'm going to catch up with what we have. We'll have to call it a day. It's going to be a busy week for us. Lots of topic lined up. Seasons preview so far. Chelsea's best 11 after week 29. That's already scheduled. But let's see. I stopped here. Where was it that I stopped? A bit further up. Okay. I think a Roman, a politician, a governor of a Russian state, when he bought Chelsea, but everyone let him learn how to run a club. So we should give Bobby and Bolly and Co. at the same time. Does Bobby know that the new Champions League format almost guarantees top clubs 150 million if they get to the quarterfinals? So he highlights the importance of us being part of that. Stefan Basson doesn't know the future and hasn't seen any of our accounts. We are using the success of our Chelsea women. Bobby, I give you your flowers. Okay, some respect to Bobby there, Bobby. Very nice putting out the fire. CST also suggested owners to do that. Bobby is doing it for them now in a much better way, in my opinion. No, Bobby, we understand the money. We got a job for a reason. Yeah. Let's see what else we have here. I keep forgetting we are actually meant to be a football club. Someone remind me of what the objective of sports again. Yeah, to win. Yeah, facts, Bobby. How long do we need to wait? I think yes. I'm just gonna say this. I've been reluctant to say how well we'll do this season, and I'm still sticking with that. I don't think again we will make it into top 4 this season, but I think we'll do well enough. We'll look back and say, yeah, after all, given how many chances we made and all that, we did well enough. But next season, I think we'll be firing on all cylinders. When we finally finish this, now Bali. When we finally finish 17, Bolly and Co out, Injuries has been nightmare. That factor also hasn't helped. The youth are ups. Let's see what we have here. Even as Bobby is speaking, you can see that a lot of people listening to argue, not to comprehend exactly. I wonder why we bought Lavia to. We have a very good and talented young squad, and hopefully they'll be doing well next season. Bringing down Whitfield, since Dortmund and Leipzig are sustainable. So where is the trophy? This is just 2 seasons. This is just the second season, and given the drastic changes made, some of them you blame on them, has led to us not being able to win trophies. So we got the opportunities to win 1 or 2, and I know who I'm blaming for that. And the reasons that I think we lost that, but I'm not going to get into that right now. Bobby wants to go on top of the props. Let's see what else we have here. Poch told us to be happy that we are making it to Wembley. He's lowering our standards. How long was Potter's contract? Again, around 5 years, I think. That was the most epic U-turn in the history of epic U-turns. That led to them giving Mauricio Pochettino just 2 with an option for a further year. Don't trust the process. Trust the process. Give something to believe in. So if you want to demonstrate or show that you're frustrated, do that. But when I hear people use the term riot, I think it's dangerous. You're not going to achieve anything with riot. You end up being in jail, and the Chelsea supporters trust will not come and bail you out, and Chelsea will not. If that makes sense. Yeah.
Riot for what? This is
Yeah.
insanity.
I think somebody used that language, probably didn't mean to. Let me just flip yeah. I don't think riot helps anybody. If anything, you end up in jail, spending your own money to bail yourself. You won't go anywhere. If you want to demonstrate, good. Use placards. Show that you're frustrated. But I'm not going to be part of that anyway. As Bobby, about Stephanie, let's see. The game is different now. Bobby, if we remain stagnant over the next 2 years, and I don't think we'll be.
No.
I don't think we'll be stagnant. I don't think. Then the club will cash out on Colwell, Gusto, and Palmer to balance the books, and Enzo and Casado will request a move. I don't think we'll be stagnant. Next season, I think we'll be firing in all cylinders. In the summer, I think we'll make some good signings to balance the team out. Go ahead, Bobby.
Yeah, sorry to interject. I just can't resist saying this. We are in a growth period. Now, people want to say, compare us with Arsenal, whatever, Liverpool. I don't compare us with anybody. Chelsea has never been a mimicry of anybody. We are always our own unique selves. We are a pace setter. And as I said earlier, this project is going to be the envy of world football. But we've got to go. It will. We've got to go through the pain. Now, it wouldn't have been as painful if we weren't hit so hard with injury, or rather, it wouldn't have been as painful or as noticeable, in that we would have had the odd inconsistencies, but our consistencies would have far outweighed the inconsistencies, if you know what I mean. Because imagine having a fit Reece James, Nkunku, Lavia. It's a whole different ball game, you know. Not to mention Wesley Fofana. I mean, my goodness me, that already influences the team tremendously, and we've lacked this all season. We've got to be patient, guys. All this talk of rioting, demonstration, nah, not for me, not for any true blue blood, I'm sure. We got to
All right,
wait. We
thank you. I'm
haven't
going to
got
cut in
there
what we
yet. We're
have.
not Man United. So I
Yeah.
said we haven't got
And we
there
have to
yet.
call
We're
it a
not the
day.
Man United situation.
Yeah, we're not. We're a few minutes. Again, I'm a few minutes late already. Coach is out of form today. Not even a single tapping. Houston, just go away, Jesse. Leave me alone, please. Self Posh, Coach is a fasting. Let's see. Shanks, nice to see you, brother. Big up. Why are we pretending that the squad rebuild was to control part of it? There are other factors too. We were told it was to build a super youth team. Part of it. So there are so many factors to consider. Bobby, I understand you, but I know we will bounce back. We will get there. It's about time. I didn't expect us to bounce back this year. And that was why when everybody was saying we'll finish top 6, top 10, I was reluctant to predict because I realized that we have an entirely new team, a very young squad. It would take time. We will bounce back at least top 6. Let's see where we'll finish. I will give the Oilers time. Yep. That Poch comment on going to Wembley was an insult. Though maybe it came from the perspective of him saying this is a different Chelsea. Yeah, another way of him saying it. You think they're under pressure? Those people you're calling that name as Bobby. Let's see what else we have. For example, and go ahead, Bobby.
He was trying to give us perspective by that statement. We get it. But, the rebuttal from the fans, I like it because we are Chelsea Football Club. We don't play to go to Wembley. We play to win at Wembley. So all this, we're at Wembley, we're up now. We don't want to hear that. We want that trophy. That's what we're about.
Yeah, let's get past Man City first.
Well,
growth of people, again, growth period while running in serious debt, no European revenue, and we will need to sell academy players to balance, unfortunately, balance the books and purchase average players. The policy needs to change. Let's see what they do. Every time we are in a predicament, we will hear some new excuses as to why we needed a squad rebuild. It has been 2 years of failure, and we continue to do things. Okay, moving from that, let's see. Yes, we are in a project, and they must deliver us from evil 2 seasons now. We have to make good changes to do well. Coach needs no, I don't need that. Did you see Mudrik's miss yesterday? I didn't watch that game in particular. So anything else next season? I don't want to hear project, but I don't think nobody will be saying anything project next season. I don't want to hear we are buying players. No, we do well. Why are we not using our academy? I don't know. You ask the manager that. Let's see what else we have here. What evidence do you have of any kind of improvement? Look at how long it's taken to get the first team right, and it's still not right. How long has it taken? Houston, a lot of factors to blame. We've had a lot of injuries, and for me, that's an issue, in my opinion. Plus, we have an entirely new squad. Those factors you have to consider. Those. Unfortunately, we have to be rounding up. I'm already late. I have to help my voice to get ready. Let's see what else we have here. Okay, welcome back, Constantine Dante. We'll be rounding up in a few minutes. Bobby, you were saying something?
I was just going to say, how can somebody why don't we use our academy? Crikey, look at the Chelsea bench. It's full of academy. And this is not including new purchases like David Washington. We have academy boys on the bench. It's just that Poch brings them on, say 2-3 minutes to the end. The whole team is academy age, development age anyway. So that's not a valid statement, in my humble opinion.
All right, Jesse, just leave me alone, Jesse. Leave me alone this morning. For Bobby, let's see anything else to address. On goes people. Yeah, the gang got together right now. Next season we must get experience. I think in the summer actually. It's one of those days actually coming. All right, people. I'm gonna say thank you to all of you. What's your opinion on Stefan? Exactly, Coach. There's a lot of factors to consider, which is why this whole setup is a shot in the dark. I think I agree with you, but I think we will come good next season. As soon as next season, I will make predictions. It depends on, again, let's see what happens in the summer. I was reluctant to make predictions this season because, I read the room and realized, it's going to be a long one. Probably maybe longer than I expected, but we've improved. Our home form has improved for since 3 years right now. We've been poor, but this season we've improved our home form. And had we won one trophy, had we won the Carabao Cup, I think a lot of people will be speaking differently about the situation. I appreciate you all. With that, we've come to the end of the show, and I want to say thank you to all of you for finding the time to join the show this particular morning. And I like it whenever JC hops on the panel. He brings fire, and that's when it gets more interesting than usual. And I enjoy debating JC. Sometimes it comes across as if it's a fight. No, it's not. It's just a fiery debate, in my opinion, and I love it. Let's see anything else. Facts. He's on heavy release clause for FFP. Great show. Big up all of you. I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show this particular morning. The blue to forget the Maya Fowle Rich Amadi Bekos, and Maya the rapper is in the house, and JC, and Constantin Dante, and Vic, my bro. Vic, I still haven't figured out how to shout you out whenever you're there. Shanks, I appreciate you all. Bobby, Fairview, I appreciate you all. And Chelsea, FC fan, I appreciate you all. And if I missed your name, apologies, I'm only human. See you guys next time. God bless us all, and cheers.
In my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, la, 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 la. And I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. In my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. Man, I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day. I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, and I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day. I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day. I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, and I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day. I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, and I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light